Many people learning to speak English have problems linking words together. They speak each word separately like a robot. And that doesn't sound good. Now there are different ways that native speakers link words together. I'm going to focus in this video on how we link vowel sounds together. Take a look at this sentence and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, first I'll read the sentence saying each word separately with no linking between words. Listen to this. I saw a man go over the edge. Okay, it just doesn't sound good and it doesn't sound natural. It's not how we speak naturally. I'm going to say the sentence again, and this time I'm going to connect the words together where it's possible. Listen again. I saw a man go over the edge. Did you hear that they sound different? I'll say both sentences together and you compare them and see what you think. So, first, I saw a man go over the edge. Second, I saw a man go over the edge. Now if you can hear that they sound different, that's great. I'm going to explain what I did in the second reading to make it sound better. Now in this sentence there are 3 places where one word ends with a vowel sound, like or, and the next word starts with a vowel sound, like There's another one here. This time we have O and O. The last one is here. And this time we have an E and an E. Now the word the can sound like the or the. And when it's followed by a vowel, we usually pronounce it with an E sound. So it should sound like the because it's followed by the vowel sound E. So we have position 1, position 2 and position 3. In each of these positions, one word ends with a vowel and the next word starts with a vowel. And the trick is how to link these vowels together. Now some of my students just don't link the sounds. They're just saying over, edge, which sounds quite hard. And some of my students, they use a sound which we never use to link vowels together. They use the sound h, which you get at the beginning of words like hello and house. So some of my students say words, they say it like this. They say, I saw a man go over the hedge. And hedge is a completely different word altogether. So, the first thing to understand is that we never use the sound h to connect vowel sounds together in English. In fact, there are 3 sounds that we use to connect vowel sounds together. There are only 3, so I want you to listen carefully to each position and try to hear which sound I'm adding to connect these vowels together. So, before we do this, I'll just remind you how the sentence sounds with no linking. Okay, like a robot. Here we go. I saw a man go over the edge. Didn't sound good, did it? Alright, here we go. I'm going to say the sentence again, quite slowly. I want you to listen and try to identify which sound I add in number 1, and which sound I add in number 2, and then which sound I add in number 3. Here we go. I saw a man go over the edge. Okay. Now I wonder if you caught any of those 3 sounds. I'm going to say the first sound, the first combination again, and let's focus very much on what's happening between the 2 vowel sounds. Here we go. So the first pair of words is Sora. Sora. Did you notice between saw and there's a tiny r sound? So it should sound a little bit like Sora. Okay, now let's listen again to number 2 and see if we can identify which sound I'm adding to connect go and over. Here we go. Go over. Go over. Did you hear it? So this time we didn't use a r sound, we used the sound w. Listen again. Go over. Now the verb go is often followed by words that start with a vowel, so it's quite important to get this right. Because in English we like to use verb patterns, for example, go in, go out, go on, go off, go under, go over, go across, go along, and my favourite, go away. Now, the third position, we need to link the sounds E and E. So listen carefully and try to identify which sound connects E with E. Are you ready? The edge. The edge. Did you hear it? Did you notice I added a tiny little y sound? Y is the sound that you hear at the beginning of words like you, yellow, and yes. And you'll hear it with nouns like the edge, but the end, the internet. Okay, so let's repeat the sentence, but we're going to build from the end of the sentence, starting with number 3, then to number 2 and 3, and then 1, 2 and 3, until we can say the whole sentence correctly. So, listen and repeat after me. The edge. Go over. Go over the edge. Sora. I saw a man go over the edge. Okay, that might be new information for some of you, but the good news is that we only use these 3 sounds to connect vowel sounds together when we're speaking. There are no other sounds. In another video I'll show you some more examples that you can practice. But first, I think you should watch this video again and practice linking with r, w and y. But remember, never use h. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.